the classics all the time. And I'm very pleased to be joined in front of St Anne's Cathedral today by the very Reverend Stephen Ford. He's Dean of St Anne's Cathedral. And well, they've been doing the Black Santa here since 1976, and this, I think, is your fifth year.
That's right. Black Santa has been here since 1976. The first Black Santa was Dean Sammy Crooks, and there have been five Black Santas since then. Five of us who have taken on the role and wrapped ourselves in the black cloak. Of course, the name Black Santa comes from the colour of the cloak, and the very first Black Santa, Dean Crooks, was given that name by the people of Belfast as a sign of affection. Over the years, we've raised millions of pounds for charity over those 76 years. Every penny that is given into the barrel by people is then given away in February when we have the Good Samaritan service.
Now, you're supporting charities across three strands this year. The cost of living crisis, drug abuse and post-COVID bereavement. Tell us a little bit more about the first one.
We'll be supporting maybe 130 different charities, but it's those charities that have a particular focus on the three strands that we have identified. And the first of those is the cost of living crisis. The cost of living crisis is real across Northern Ireland, whether in the city, in towns or in rural communities. People have really struggled as the price of energy and the price of food and the price of fuel has gone up. So many charities are helping people in those dire situations in which they find themselves. For many charities, the resource, the money that people are giving has been reducing, and yet the need has been increasing. So with whatever we can gather from Black Santa, we are helping those charities across Northern Ireland to support people who are really struggling with the cost of living crisis.
What about the transport strike this year? 3 days, there's a lot less footfall in Belfast. I suppose post-COVID you've been struggling as well?
Well, it's taken us time to pick up since the COVID pandemic. We carried on with Black Santa through the 2 years of the pandemic, and over this year it has been challenging. People don't have the same money to give away as they did before, and the transport strike was difficult. A lot of people, I think, found other ways of making their way into the city centre, and so would have passed us by here in Donegal Street, but there is no doubt that it was a real challenge for the people in the city centre, as those people in transport have tried to find their way of making their mark, not having had a pay increase for the last 3 years. But Black Santa is still here for people and for every person that passes by, and it's been busy over the last few days, and people generously giving to Black Santa.
Now, you actually are here right up until the big day itself.
Well, we're here until Christmas Eve. Sunday the 24th of December is Christmas Eve this year. We will have a service in the morning, but Black Santa will be on the steps of the cathedral on the afternoon of Christmas Eve. Now, of course, we're here each day between now and then from 9:30 until 4:30. Christmas Eve, then we will finish at around 4 o'clock, and then I'll get ready for the great carol service, the Festival of 9 Lessons and Carols, and that is happening at 8 o'clock on Sunday, Christmas Eve evening, and we hope for a packed cathedral for that. Our wonderful Cathedral Choir, our new Master of Music and new organist will be leading in carols, in anthems, and we'll have the canons of the cathedral reading the familiar prayers.